Okay, let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive today into something, well, something pretty disruptive.
Mm-hmm.
It's that intersection of artificial intelligence and, celebrity voices in Hollywood.
Right.
If you're looking for a quick, really solid grasp on how A-listers are not just, like, reacting to AI, but are actively investing in it, this is the conversation you need to hear.
It absolutely is. Because, the discussion has really moved past the initial fear. Now we're in the phase of commercial reality.
Yeah.
And we're going to focus on the epicenter of it all, which is this AI audio company, 11 Labs.
Exactly. Because when you see legends, global legends, collaborating with a tech company like this, you know it's real. You know it's not some niche thing anymore. It's becoming standard operating procedure.
So our mission here is to get into the mechanics of it and the implications.
Right. We need to unpack what two huge stars, we're talking Matthew McConaughey and Sir Michael Caine, what they're actually doing with this tech.
And what that signals for everyone else, for creative control, for storytelling.
For the very definition of what a performer is. So let's start with McConaughey. He's really putting his money where his mouth is.
He is. And what's so telling about McConaughey is the timeline.
Okay.
He isn't just jumping on the bandwagon now. He's been backing 11 Labs since they launched back in 2022.
Oh, wow. So he was an early adopter.
A very early adopter. And he recently became a pretty significant investor. So that tells you he doesn't see this as a novelty.
No, he sees it as, what, essential infrastructure.
Basically, yeah. For managing a personal brand in, the world we live in now.
And his actual use case is so strategic.
Incredibly so.
He's using an AI-enhanced version of his own voice.
That very distinct voice, yeah.
To create a Spanish-language audio version of his newsletter, Lyrics of Livin'.
It's the ultimate scaling tool. Just think about the old way of doing things.
All the barriers. You'd have to hire a voice double.
Make sure the emotion is right, spend hours in the studio. It's a nightmare. This way, he just bypasses all of that. He can instantly connect with this huge global Spanish-speaking audience in a voice they already know is him.
He had that great quote about it, didn't he? Something about connecting through voices.
He did. He said, "To everyone building with voice tech, keep going. You're creating a world where we can look up from screens and connect through something timeless, our voices."
Which, sounds very artistic, very high-minded.
It does.
But it also sounds like a really smart businessman securing his IP on a global scale.
It's both. It's preservation through replication. And that brings us to a really interesting contrast with Sir Michael Caine.
Okay, yeah. Because McConaughey is using it to scale out,
Correct.
to make new content.
Exactly. Caine, on the other hand, seems to be using it to scale in.
What do you mean scale in?
He's focused on protecting and structuring the integrity of his voice for controlled use after he stops working. It's about legacy.
Ah, I see. And he's doing that through their iconic voice marketplace. What exactly is that? Is it just a library of famous voices?
It's way more than that. It's critically a legal and commercial framework.
Okay.
So the marketplace helps companies license these digital voice models for, ethical and structured use. Think marketing, entertainment, that sort of thing.
So for a legend like Caine, this isn't about just selling his voice to the highest bidder.
Not at all. It's about controlling it. It means if his digital voice is used, say, for a documentary or something.
Or an animated character.
Perfect example. He or his estate keeps the commercial rights, they keep quality control, and they get paid properly through these very clear licensing deals.
So McConaughey is all about present-day efficiency, and Caine is about future-proofing his legacy.
Precisely. And Caine was really deliberate with his statement on this. He knows actors are worried.
Of course.
He said, this isn't about swapping out human voices. It's about amplifying them and helping new storytellers find their place.
That's a very industry-friendly way to put it.
It is.
But isn't that just a bit of spin? For the working voiceover actor, if a studio can license Michael Caine's voice for cheaper, someone's losing a gig. How do they square that circle?
Well, that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? The central tension.
Yeah.
The argument they make pivots on scope. They say these licensed voices are for roles that maybe wouldn't exist otherwise, or for projects with smaller budgets.
Like the newsletter translation.
Exactly. And 11 Labs has really shown how broad the applications are. It's not just living legends.
Right. Let's talk about that breadth.
Yeah.
Because they're also dealing in legacy preservation for artists who are no longer with us.
Absolutely. The catalog they've worked on includes people like Jerry Garcia, Judy Garland, Liza Minnelli.
So you're talking about historical preservation.
Yeah.
taking these iconic voices and making them available for projects where the original recordings just aren't good enough quality.
That's a huge part of it. And then you have the really contemporary stuff, like Melania Trump using the tech for the audiobook of her memoir.
So the demand is coming from every corner of public life, basically.
It is, but what's really fascinating to me is how the market is shifting again. It's not just about replicating existing voices anymore.
Okay.
It's evolving. The new frontier is creating entirely new, purely digital performers who never existed as humans.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because that's where the fear of actual displacement comes from. We saw this pop up at the Zurich Summit, right?
We did. We heard from Aline van der Velden. She's the founder of an AI talent studio called Sequoia.
An AI talent studio.
Yep. They are literally building a roster of digital performers. They have this breakout AI character, Tilly Norwood, and they've announced dozens more are on the way. It's a virtual talent agency.
So what's the use case for a Tilly Norwood? Why create a whole new digital person instead of just, hiring an actor?
Flexibility and control. Tilly can be instantly customized for all sorts of roles, different ages, accents, languages.
And she never has a scheduling conflict.
Exactly. Van der Velden's main argument was financial. She says using AI talent like this helps lower the overall budget.
Which then frees up money to hire real actors for the main roles.
That's the theory. That this tech removes some of the routine budget pressures. If you save money on incidental voiceover work, maybe you can afford a better writer or, better set design.
So it's framed as an enabler, not just a replacement.
Right. The whole idea is that the tech helps redefine where human creativity is best spent.
And that feeling of inevitability that this is here and it's just going to restructure everything that's happening in the music industry too.
Oh.
And fast.
Oh, absolutely. And in music, we have a really clear, measurable sign that audiences are on board.
You're talking about breaking rust.
I am an entirely AI-generated musician. Released a track called Walk My Walk.
And it wasn't just some niche thing. It hit #1.
#1 on Billboard's Country Digital Song Sales chart. That is a massive deal.
It's huge. It proves audiences will pay for content from virtual performers at the highest level.
So if you connect these two threads, you see these parallel revolutions happening.
Right.
On one side, you have the A-listers, your McConaugheys and Caines, licensing their known voices for new markets and for legacy control.
And on the other side.
You've got the creation of totally new, commercially successful digital talent, your Tilly Norwoods and your breaking rusts.
So the aha moment here, for anyone listening, is that this isn't some forecast for 2030.
Not at all.
This is happening right now. It's topping the charts now. It's drawing major investment from Hollywood's biggest names now.
Yeah.
The definition of a performer is, expanding in real time.
It's a total shift. We've gone from talking about the ethics of this in theory to seeing it on the Billboard charts in just a few years.
So to synthesize all this, AI is preserving the legacies of dead icons like Jerry Garcia. It's letting living legends like McConaughey expand their reach in ways we couldn't imagine before.
And at the same time,
It's creating brand new, legitimate digital stars from scratch.
this technology is here and it's going to stay. The whole debate has shifted. It's not if we should use it anymore. It's
how.
It's how we structure the creative and commercial control, the very thing people like Michael Caine are trying to build right now.
Which leads us, and you, with one last big question to think about. If a voice can be perfectly replicated, licensed globally, and top the charts without an actual human performer ever being there, what is the ultimate non-replicable value of that singular original human performance? Maybe think about that the next time you hear your favorite actor, or maybe an AI of them narrating an audiobook.